The following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight's a rivalry matchup in the NFC South between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Leading the Falcons, there's Raheem Morris, once a head coach in this building with the Buccaneers from 2009 to 2011. These guys coming in refreshed after that early season bye. On the opposite sideline, the head coach of the Buccaneers, Todd Bowles. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Scott here with Brock Heward, and everybody just about set. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Trey Tucker to return it. Finds some space, he's past the 30. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. Crowd-headed Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Penix here from the gun. Got a man, it's Drake London. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
And the Falcons, first down. A gain of 22 yards. And the Falcons, first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's Algier on first down. This is tough running with this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To the air with Penix. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. And that one's incomplete for now. He brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. So here now are the Buccaneers on offense to begin their first drive. They're brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day. You get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating an offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start.
Has him on a quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just short of the 15.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Third down here, need 8 on the play. Third and long for him here. Now hit, Mayfield loses the ball. And the Falcons scoop it up. And what a way to begin the scoring, Brock, as they take it back for the touchdown. The Falcons get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with D linemen a lot, quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Johnson now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their second drive. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Still has some space up near midfield. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They get 27 on the play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Another carry for him. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Henderson's going to get it on 3rd down. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And this is the type of play they need out of him into the later months. He's currently leading the league in passing touchdowns. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8. at the 38-yard line.
Algier running behind center. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out of the pocket. Going deep down the left sideline. This is caught inside the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Come on, set! 18 Cardinal, Dragon 60! Go!
On first down, here's Penix. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take a 13-0 lead.
Atlanta.
All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Coup on now for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Falcons drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick.
Automatic first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going back gets the handoff. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. It was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Second down now, 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
That one's good to Godwin. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Baker out of the pistol. Brought in left side by Godwin. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Cut.
Now a give on the counter. Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
180.
Baker now from the gun. Catch is made in close. Well, this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Ready to go with our second quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. Mayfield keeps it himself. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on third down. And they've got themselves a first and goal.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal.
180. What's up?
They'll try and punch it in. And the defense holds him at the 2, Brock. He can't get beyond the line. Still a couple yards short of that end zone. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
They go to him again. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Now from back at the 7, here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Look, oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that gets them back to within 11.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
60
Now Penix off the play action. To the right side and reeled in by London. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
Play fake. Penix. Connects on the crosser. And this is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Give him 24 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
36-yard line.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Here's a counter give to Robinson. He's still going at the 30. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
Well, that play right there, that one is why linemen, they run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs can go do their job.
He's got it at the 6. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 3-possession game.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Coup on now for the extra point.
For the point after.
Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Falcons push their lead to 18.
Buccaneers 3.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And this one will not make it to the landing zone. So the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short.
Automatic first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw here. Mayfield. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. So they'll decline this and take the results.
That penalty is declined.
First and 10 from the 41. Baker now off the play fake. Brought in. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Number 85.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Mayfield. Caught by Godwin on the slant. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Good. 180.
From the red zone on first. And down he goes. The Falcons defense gets it done. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Here's Baker to throw. Dump off caught by his back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Motioning the tight end now. Here he goes, third and long. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. He's going well so far. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Coach Raheem Morris sending his Falcons offense back to the field. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Penix. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Penix here from the gun. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And he's going to be run out of bounds. A nice game, but this is why you don't want to be playing from behind the sticks, right? It is still 2nd down coming up.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Penix now to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Penix working from the gun. He's going deep. That one is swatted away, incomplete, but there's a flag down in the secondary, and I think they're going to get somebody here for holding. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. Their work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20.
Here we go, here we go. COVID-19, 79 Bronco.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory.
Ooh, he knew he was going to pay for throwing that. I knew it from up here in the booth watching that happen. But that's an experienced quarterback. If that first primary target isn't there, make sure you find your safety valve. And that got them some yards, so taking that shot, well, it was not for nothing.
Hold the ready.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down.
Set up. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Trying to work quickly now.
A gain of 16 yards.
Penix now on 1st down. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he drives it forward to maybe the 27. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Bucs' 27-yard line.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
And again, it's Penix. Caught by Flowers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Street. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Trap 60. Buffalo 18.
From the red zone now. He's got London left side. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Go! Lightning 18. Riggs. 19 tight. Go!
Penix is going to throw again. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Ready? 70 Lions.
To the air on 3rd and long. Getting out to his left. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get more points to end the lopsided first half. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking 1st down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons grow the lead now to 22 points.
Nothing else to do when he has my WR slipping every play.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 24-yard line.
So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Lots to talk about from the weekend that was. This a fitting capper to a compelling week, so let's get after it. Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the NFC. And it's the former Michigan man, J.J. McCarthy, leading the charge, this one of his 4 touchdown tosses on the night. Why don't we move on now and check in on another big mid-season matchup. Oh, and it's Ashton Genty. Gets past the line of scrimmage, gets room, gets it in. 22 yards on the touchdown. The Raiders move their mark to 6-1 as they continue to play well here in the season's first half. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams taking on the Cleveland Browns. And it's Puka Nacua. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Mark it down as a 65-yard touchdown catch. The Rams have no problems in this one. They get it done in blowout fashion. With that, a look at the rest of the action going on. Remember, bye weeks are in play, so the schedule a little lighter than it's been in weeks past. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Now to kick this one away. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to stop the possession up at the 40. And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff.
Automatic first down.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Out left and Otten makes the grab. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he brings it back for the pick 6 and the Atlanta touchdown. Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
Coup on now for the extra point. Drifted near that upright, but he gets it to go. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Johnson with a return here. Keeps away from one. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Buccaneers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they're really going to have to rebuild any momentum from scratch here, Brock, coming off that pick six that just made the hole they're in deeper. And able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
PAT effort coming up. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Buccaneers trail by 22 now. The Bucs get lined up and they will kick this away. Tucker now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. First and 10, around to Robinson. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing for the pistol, Penix finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
The Buccaneers go to the nickel, 3rd down. Here's Penix to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And 4th and 4 coming up. And he drives this into the pouring rain. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a pass. It's the 3rd quarter. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10.
Good.
Play straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Baker now from the gun. All the left side. And this one does not go far.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. Third and long for him here. That's complete downfield to Godwin. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Mayfield on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now.
What's up? 180. What's up?
Baker throwing again. Hits his running back. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdound.
Yeah, it's such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Mayfield to throw again. And he's going to cross for the score. They trim that deficit down to 14.
Buccaneers 21.
Ooh, you could feel the greater sense of urgency from him there, Brock. Trailing on the scoreboard, and he took the initiative to convert that two-point try.
Yeah, you always need your quarterback to be able to manufacture points, but especially when you're down. He's got the license to improvise anytime. And what a confidence builder to everyone around him when your QB can make something out of nothing.
Coach Raheem Morris sending his Falcons offense back to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Beginning on the ground with Algier. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They're going play fake with Penix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Now a handoff to Algier. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the shotgun, Penix. Brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
Gets this one to London. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Makes the tackle. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, go.
Here's Penix to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Falcons in possession, and they have set themselves up well to get the victory here. First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Let's go now.
Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And he's going to step out with no gain.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal at the Buccaneers' 7-yard line.
Ball placed at the 7. It's second and goal. They'll run the draw with Robinson. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. We're paused here to deal with an injured player, and this is a significant one. Oh, that's Bijan Robinson getting looked at after the play. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, drop roll 80. Warriors 17.
Penix working from the gun. And it's incomplete on third and goal. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up fourth and goal. So now on is Younghoe Koo for the Falcons field goal. Pretty easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. Koo able to put it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. This makes it up to the 25. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Cut. 20.
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Godwin sent in motion right. From the gun, Mayfield. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6. Complete to Chris Godwin. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
180.
Mayfield now from the gun. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Receiver in motion, headed right. On second and 10, Mayfield again. Finds him on the crossing route. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
180.
Once more, it's Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up second down.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Falcons drive it in, and they're going to bring him down. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Falcons going with a dime package here on 3rd down.
Good. One touch. 20. Stop.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
180. What's that?
Desperation time here on 4th. Out left, and Otten makes the grab. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
Here's 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Baker now. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Now a hit, Mayfield loses the ball. And the Falcons get to it. So just like that, Brock, a very nice drive. Ends in a whimper from that offense. And a real roar from the defense who get off the field by recovering that fumble.
Yeah, that defense was just getting walked backwards, and one of them finally said...
CP, you always got to run the weirdest shit.
The way they were moving the football offensively, I think you felt it, I felt it. A touchdown was coming, but that defense responded.
Coach Raheem Morris sending his Falcons offense back to the field. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Here's Algier on 1st down. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Penix off the play action. Buying some time left. Looking middle, he's going to air this sucker out. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Picked off by Jacob Parrish. And the Buccaneers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. First down throw here, Mayfield. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. You got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing them. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Got for big yards on the right side. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
Baker now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Throwing again is Baker. He's going deep this time. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
And with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Running left side by Godwin. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Finds him over the middle. And he won't make the marker. When they rally to him in time, that's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
This drive's going to start with a run by McLaughlin. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, second down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
The 38-yard line.
Second down carry for Algier. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Halfway there on first down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Second down, back to Algier they go. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Algier with another carry. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Raheem Morris finds an official, and he gets a timeout in before the play clock runs out. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. They go again with Algier. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons. As with that, we sign off from Tampa.